Welcome back to the channel, Upcyclers. We are doing a graded card reveal today. Not just a graded card reveal, but a tag. Technology assisted graded, machine learning, AI, whatever you want to call it, grading, which I have talked about before on the channel, and I do still firmly believe is the future of grading. I think all we want is consistent, unbiased, accurate grading. We want to know that if we send the same card into the same grading company 20 times, we would get the exact same grade 20 times. And I don't think any of the current human run grading companies or human graded grading card companies can say that. And the more I crack and resend cards, either from cracking a PSA slab and sending it back to PSA, or cracking a CSG or a BGS or whatever and sending it back and forth to various companies, the variance that I see just continues to alarm me. And I'm really becoming a firm believer in buying eights and nines and either just cracking them and putting them in a one touch or resending them, because on a lot of cards the value difference between an 8, 9 and a 10, it can be dramatic. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to it. First card. Actually, the first two are going to be regrades. These were cards that I took a very, very thorough look at and I believed deserved 10s when I sent them to PSA, or else I wouldn't have sent them. They're not very high dollar cards. So, and it got a 9. So I thought, just for an experiment, I'd send it into Tag. And I have to say, Tag agreed. Although I will say that is a pretty strong, at a 928. That's a pretty strong 9. That's bordering on like a 9.5. So this is probably definitely closer to a 10 than it was an 8. And I have a feeling, if everything was working perfectly, um, this might have been like a 9.5 at SGC or at BGS, which is fair. But anyway, that's the red foil Wander. Get a little 9. I'm going to put the 10s up on the stage and the 9s. Here's the other one of the regrades. This is Stadium Club. This is just the base Julio. Now, I sent this to PSA a while back when it was still Julio Mania in the off season. Shortly after this product came out, got it back. I was surprised that it was a 9 because I couldn't find anything wrong with it. Similar to that Wander. But again, I'm not perfect. I'm a human grader. And it looks like I was right. Not only did it get a 10, it got a nice strong 10. Now, remember that this grade, the 973, it doesn't mean 9.73, right? So it's not like a 950 is equivalent to like a 9.5 and a 10, 1,000 is a 10. It's not like that. Their point scale is out of 1,000 points, and they have ranges that they translate to what we're all familiar with as the, 10, 9, 8, etc. scale. So that's why a 950 to a 990 is a 10, but a 900, it's either 875 or not. I think it's 900 to 950 gets a 9. So I know it's easy to think of it that way, like, oh, you just divide by 100. It's like, not exactly. It's close, but that's not exactly what it means. The idea was to get, at least from what I read, was to get the distribution of grades to be expected or comparable to what, kind of the gem rates are at other companies. Anyway, that's the Julio. You know, here's another Julio. The only thing I love the way these slabs look. I really do. However, I will say, just for the purposes of filming, because of the see-throughness, if there's anything in the background, like I've got the rest of my little Tatis collection going in the background, it can make it a little hard to read. But when you're holding it in your hand, I'm telling you, these things are beautiful. Here, maybe let's try angling this down a bit. And then what if we did like that? There we go. That looks a little better. Oh, speaking of which, please put in the comments below your vote for if you prefer this sort of forward looking from my point of view camera angle, or whether you like the overhead looking straight down camera angle that I've done the last number of videos on. I'm kind of torn between them. There's pros and cons of doing it both ways. Neither one is harder or easier for me as far as like a setup and filming standpoint. So really, I want to know what you guys think. Okay, so please do put your votes in the comments below. Just say overhead or forward or anything like that. And after a few weeks, hopefully I've got a decent amount of votes and then we'll move forward. All right, anyway, thank you. Next up, we have a Adley Rutschman. That is the 1988 version of his rookie card. It's one of the better rookie cards of the set. I decided to send it in to tag. I think I've mentioned in other videos, I think there's a real opportunity for not just getting a 10, but having the highest 1,000 point score. Because, I'm not going to go through the whole, what happens when you click on the barcode thing again, like I did in my other video. Go back and watch that video and my tag grading review video. And it goes through that in detail, but they do rank the cards. So like, I don't know, this one, maybe this is number 1, maybe number 2 or whatever of this particular card. And I do think that down the road, when there's more data in there, that will start to become meaningful and relevant. There's only a handful of cards graded because the volume going through tag is so low right now. I don't think anybody really cares about it, but years down the road, that could be meaningful, especially if it's a significant card. Like what about like the 89 Upper Deck Griffey? Not just a 10, but the best 10, is an interesting idea. Okay, now we're getting into some PC stuff. I think the rest of them are probably PC stuff. The first 4 were regrades and experiments. These are PC stuff, because for my own personal stuff, I just want the grades to be right. And I believe in their technology, and I think that there's a better chance that these grades are more accurate than anywhere else I can send the cards. So for my own personal use, this is what I like. And here's a 10. It got a 970, which is a real strong score, especially on these rainbow foil paper cards, which essentially that's kind of the stock and printing of these home field advantage cards. They don't often grade that well. Rainbow foil cards, they're not easy to get a 10 in. I've sent in a number of home field advantage cards and not gotten a whole lot of 10s back, so I'm real happy with this one. I'd also like to know other people's opinions on AI grading in general. Here's a gold. This is the Topps Pristine Gold Refractor of Tatis. It's not the encased one that comes. It's the one that's regular in the packs, but they are numbered out of 50. And has his all-star uniform on, which is pretty cool looking. And that one did get a 10 at a 956. Now, it barely got a 10, but it got a 956 10. No. Not putting my 9 Julio up there. That's basically a worthless card. Okay. Here's another cool Tatis. This is the Logo Fractor set. This is the green out of 99. It did get a 10. It got a 954. It barely made it, but it got a gem mint grade for them. And yeah, it's just a really cool looking card. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. See, I can get the light to come off it where you see the logos. If you haven't held a Logo Fractor card in your hand, I highly recommend doing it. They're really cool cards. I'm excited for the set to come back out again this year. Now we've got a few LaDainian Tomlinson cards. I am primarily a baseball guy, but there are a few other things, a little bit of Marvel cards, and LaDainian Tomlinson is my guy in football. Through the years of my younger days when I was following footballs and following football and a big Charger fan, LaDainian Tomlinson was the guy. So this is his rookie card from Bowman's Best, and it got a 915, which equates to a 9. Very good looking card. And now you've got, I need that black background, don't I? All right. And now you've got the, this is a white refractor from 2007 Topps Chrome, white refractor of Tomlinson from when he won the league MVP, which is a really cool card. I like that image. And it is numbered, which, was not necessarily the most common thing back in the day. Hopefully you can read that. It is out of 869. And I'm sure there's a good reason for that, but I actually don't know offhand what it is. If anybody knows why what the significance of that 869 number is, there's your trivia question for the day. Don't cheat and look it up. Give me your best guess if you don't know. Put it in the comments below. We'll see how smart y'all are. And then this one got a little smoked. It was a surface issue, which, isn't coming through on camera very well. I knew it wasn't a perfect card. I wasn't expecting a gem in. I did just want to get this slabbed up. And honestly, I needed a couple more cards to make this a 10 card order, which is you go in 10 card increments with tag. So I could send the order out. But it looks nice in the slab. I'll keep it. It's all good. This is the base refractor from 2004 Topps Chrome. Side note, with the football and basketball licenses going back to Topps, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity for value in the older Topps Chrome sets. If Topps Chrome becomes, the main chase set for football and basketball going forward, which it very well might, those 2000 to early even 2010s, right before Prism started. Prism was 2013, I think was the first year, at least for basketball. I know that there's a real opportunity there for some valuable cards that have been getting kind of slept on for a while because everybody is just Prism. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'm trying to get on that Friday posting schedule, so hopefully there'll be another new video out next Friday and the Friday after that and the Friday after that. Take care of yourselves. I hope you continue enjoying the hobby, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.